This your boy, the Toothless Wonder, reporting live from Babylon. And I just felt the need to come, drop a little quick jump. And I've had this the whole time. I just couldn't quantify it. And I've also picked this up from various YouTubers that, I subscribe to, help me navigate through this season of life and, my enlightenment, so on and so forth. But I don't know about anybody else, but the demonic or the dark energy is real strong. Like my spidey sense, which is really the Holy Spirit. I just, for layman terms, an analogy someone can draw from who may not be that, knowledgeable in those type of matter. Man, it's going down, yo. Not even in no fearful way, but I can just feel it. Like the countenance of people is different. Unless I go to like the gym or maybe if I go, to the park or where people are going for the same purposes of, physical health, nature, like a library. But anywhere else in society, I feel it. Like it's people's countenance is different. I look in these people's eyeballs and it's like a blank jump. Like, is anybody home? And I believe that to be, as I, attempted to walk this, and I still got stuff I got to work on, and I'll be addressing that here shortly, with a concerted effort. I believe what's happening is that all the wages of the sin of individual society at large, the nation, is the payments coming due. So now everyone has these, emotional disturbances. Nobody can control themselves, which it says in the word, people lack self-control. Everybody talking, but ain't nobody word valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just very leery of, and maybe I should be a little more open-minded with this, depending on the environment I meet individuals. But everyone has ulterior motives. No one just genuinely cares about the next human being for no other purpose than they're another human being. People, I perceive, are attempting to find chinks in the armor that they can exploit, instead of just working hard, working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's too much effort. And that's more internal stuff, which after a period of time, you'll see it, or others will see it in you externally. But I guess because of this superficial matrix society we find ourselves in, nobody really wants to embark upon that journey. Even me, earlier on, and I kind of seen that was happening internally, but I was still pushing more because I had like child support issues, different various things I had to rectify based on my decision making. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not like this anymore, or, I conduct myself like this, and I see the benefit in it. But the child support judge don't care nothing about that. So what am I going to do about that? But then lo and behold, when I did go to court, I had a piece of information that I didn't know was valid that actually wiped the whole thing out. So he had the way prepared, I just didn't know it. And even in saying that, it just reminds me that the way is already made. You just got to walk it out. But getting overly distracted, overly fearful, which then, makes you move in a certain type of way or have a certain type of attitude, disposition, will at best hinder or slow up the process. And depending on what it is, it could actually take you on a detour and you'll never get back to the main road. Well, it's just wacky, wild, cool. And then I'm not even, I'm in a rural part of Maryland. And as best I can help it, I don't travel across the Bay Bridge to, the more metropolitan area, not even, Baltimore City, just due to the fact I can just feel the energy. It don't make sense to me. Being all jammed up in traffic, being in close confines and ain't got no yard. Then you got to break your neck just to afford a place to live, but you can't really get ahead. You know what I'm saying? All that can weigh on a person. You know what I'm saying? Everything go, 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 go. You can't stop and smell the flies. I really couldn't see myself living back over there. Like for where I'm at with it now, just not as far as my chronological age, but just, where my mind is at, where my spirit is at, what I strive for. Man, I'll bring them people to me. But I ain't going to, as best I can help it. Now, of course, be wise and so on and so forth. Ain't no point missing out on no opportunity that can propel you or get you along the road just because of that. But best I can help, I ain't going over there, man. And then you just see like, and to me, it's not even homelessness, right? It's the despair and the lack of hope in the homelessness. Like technically, and I've been homeless before. I think I can handle it. I don't want to, of course, but I think I can handle it. But here's what I can handle: being homeless without no hope, or without no play in the pot, or nothing to strive and work for that could potentially get me out of that situation. You see what I'm saying? Just to be out there in the Badlands, just roaming about the earth. Nah, I ain't gonna get it. That ain't gonna get it. And I think that's what I see, just the hopelessness, the bondage of addiction or past traumas that were never dealt with and healed properly. You know what I mean? And then even with that, like, you can go seek help, through whatever means you choose. But ultimately, that's your work. And a lot of times it's just, for me, it's just letting go. Like, man, it's done, You're probably not going to get no apology unless someone comes to some awakening they themselves and seeks to make amends. You're probably not going to get no closure. So you ain't no sense looking none. The closure is you keep stepping forward. And then as long as you keep stepping, the thing that actually was meant to break you actually makes you who you're destined to be with the strength that is needed. You know what I mean? And that's easier said than done, especially when it comes to something like, molestation or something to that effect. But it's like, if you walk that path, it's like, you couldn't fade me. So I'm no longer bound by that hurt. Like, I've been through traumatic experience, lost a significant other, near-death experiences, my own insecurities or, whatever the case may be. And now none of that holds me. As I just keep stepping forward, trying to be productive, trying to have the right attitude, trying to check my motives and intentions, you know what I mean? And then people say, like, I just have like almost like a little kid disposition. Like, for the most part, I'm happy-go-lucky. Why not? Ain't no sense in me walking around my mug all broke down because something ain't happening. Most time, stuff don't work the way I want it to work no way. But it works out. You know what I mean? Even in my current situation, I got some things I'm working on that have seemingly been delayed or whatever the case may be. But I had to, kind of get back to myself. I'm like, man, it's going to be all right. How it's not going to be all right? Just like I said before, you can't see the way. But if you keep stepping in faith, you get there. And it's just a magic real quick jump from the Toothless Wonder. Ooh, ah!